Yes, YouTube, Danester back. I'm churning these videos out now, it's Sunday evening. It's 7:10. It's very late for me to do a video, but I wanted to get this done before my house blows away with Storm Dennis, to be honest. But it's because I've had such a good day at the boot sale. We may have had Storm Dennis, but the booter had Hurricane today, because I've swept in and swept everything up. I probably won't have this good a pickup again this year. It's one of them days. There's a mixture of everything here. So I'll just play through it because there's that much, and I don't want to keep you forever. But if you're enjoying it, you're enjoying it. So I went out last night. I went out with the missus, which is a rare occasion. It wasn't nothing to do with Valentine's Day. Basically, my missus likes going to the theatre. She tries to get me to go, and I was like, oh no, fuck all I want to see. And then there was something I wanted to see. So basically it was really late Friday night. She said, we'll go then, because I'd seen it on Facebook. She mentioned it, I'd go and see that. And she booked tickets, so we went to the Birmingham Alexander and we watched Band of Gold, based on the 90s TV show about prostitutes in Bradford. Massive nostalgia for me, that show. As I've mentioned before on this channel, I used to stay up late with the old man on weeknights and Fridays and Saturdays mainly, watching stuff that I was probably too young to be watching, but it's not mentally harmed me too much. I'm alright. But Band of Gold was one of those series that I watched week in, week out with Dad when that was being released in the 90s. And to be honest, I enjoyed it. I've never been to the theatre before. I was in the nosebleeds, cheap seats. But it was good. I enjoyed it. Look, I'm not going to go and see fucking Cats or nothing. It weren't a musical. It was acting. And it was based on the first couple of episodes. And I enjoyed it. So maybe if there was something, like, I don't know, if they did like a stage play of Alvida Saint Pet, I'd probably go and see that, you know what I mean? So I got back about 11 o'clock from Birmingham. Now, the boot sale that I go to, I shit you not, I need to be there about 3:30, 4 o'clock to do any good. So I just thought, you know what? I'll just stay up. I won't go to sleep. In fact, I've not long woke up. So what I did is I stayed up. All my Mega Drive games are now got the manuals in baggies. My Master System all got their stuff in baggies, and the GameCube had theirs done the other week. So thanks to Stu for the links to those baggies. They make everything look great. In fact, I got a couple of bigger ones that I could use for the Codemasters and the EA Sports games. So my stuff's looking pretty crisp. In fact, I've even baggied up stuff that I'm going to sell just to make it look that little bit much bit better. So I stayed up, set off from my house about 20 to 3, done myself a coffee, kept myself going. Up the M5 onto the M42. Rain was unreal, hammer it down. I was questioning my own sanity. I was thinking, is it really worth it? Because I was just doing 60 in the inside lane, obviously coming over for junction, coming back in. But there was articulated lorries, people in Beamers just bombing past me. Got to be doing 80, 90 mile an hour. And it was aquaplaning, and I thought, it doesn't matter how safe I drive. One of these dickheads loses control, I'm fucked anyway. So I was thinking, should I be going to the booter? But I'm glad I did. I'm not saying this stuff's worth my life, by the way. But it's pretty fucking close. So the first thing that I picked up when I got there, because it's in 4 different halls. First hall was fuck all. I saw these. I asked the guy, he goes, I want £2 each on the games and £2 on the controller. So I said, well, what would you do me if I take the lot? He goes, £8. So I've had 5 games and a controller. So the games they're for the Atari XL, is it, or something like that. We got Donkey Kong by Nintendo. Missile Command. Pac-Man. Dig Dug, if it'll focus. Don't want on that one. I did, just so I fucking moved it. And Defender. I'm really going to apologise for the glare, but it's because I've got no natural light because it's pitch black outside. And then, not the greatest, the controller's quite loose. But for £2, no, it's not even £2, it's less than £2. I'll pick it up. I'm always getting asked for these, someone might want to chance it. I will test whether it works. But I've got no use for none of this, so this will all be at Revival. The next thing that I bought, I need this basically just for the parts that are inside. I don't need the box. So I've got an Xbox 360 in the shed outside that has got a Connect with it that's broken. So I want to trade it in CX, get some credit, buy some proper retro. God, I'm going to get some fucking right out. Saying Xbox 360 in retro. I don't think PS2 is either. Right, so we got a Connect. No game in it, not bothered. In fact, I've not really checked, it could be in there. You know, you got the Connect, got the wires. So, to be honest, I need the wires and the Connect out of here. If anyone collects for the Xbox 360 wants this box after, because this will go into the other box, you can have it, just let me know. If not, you're giving fucking recycling. So I'll pick that up. And then there was a few of the usual rats there. In fact, they were all there. And one was fucking swanning around. Fucking, he just picked up a box ZX Spectrum, few games. And he walked past another ones of the rats who dive in the fucking boot. And they were like this, man. I thought he'd go fucking break the neck. Fucking looking, oh, you got a... I'm like, fuck me, I can't be bothered with that. Well, anyway, I heard he must have had another little rat going around looking in the overall for him. Come and say... I couldn't hear what he said, but he said he's seen a bag in the overall. So I thought, you know what, while dickhead's talking, I'm going to go over there and have a look, see if I can find whatever it is. I didn't even know what I was looking for. So I'm walking over to the overall, and he comes running past me. So he meets me at the entry of the overall. And literally, he picks one aisle, I pick the other. An unlucky fuckface, because I got the right aisle. So what was there was a S.n.e.s, not box loose, about 10, I want to say 10 games. I don't want to overstate, don't want to say 10 box games, varied conditions, and about 10 loose games, maybe 7, around that sort of figure. So I'm rummaging through the bag, and dickhead whose mate had told to come over, and he got a face like a boss dog going, oh, this is it. And I was like, I'd got a handful of the games that I wanted, because I asked the bloke, said, how much do you want for the lot? And he wanted 250 quid, and I was like thinking, nah, fuck that, I ain't paying that. So I got a handful of 6 games. I said, well, how much for these 6 games? And he said 150. And I was thinking, well, that don't fucking add up. Well, he got it in his head that Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, was worth a fortune. Which I don't need that anyway. It was boxed, but I don't need it because I've got it loose card in my collection. So I thought, right, I'll fuck that off. And I'll ask him how much he'll just do on this one game. Now, this one game has kept me... I'm fucking been buzzing about it all day, because this game has fucking haunted me for 5 years. Because I could have had it, if you watch earlier in my channel, when I used to have my perm, I could have had it at the booter, but some dickhead messed it up. It was loose cart. And basically, this dickhead had bought Zelda gold cart on the S.n.e.s for 50p. And this woman had got a S.n.e.s cart on the next aisle. And he goes, oh, I've only paid 50p for this one. I'll give you 50p for that. So at that, she picks up this cart and starts looking how much it's worth. And it's one of the more expensive S.n.e.s titles. So she fucking said, I'll eBay it. So neither me, who wanted it for myself, or Swampy, who wanted to fucking sell it on, got it. So I asked the guy at the store how much for this game. And he said 25 quid. And I just snapped his hands off, because it's Bucky O'Hare. Now, anyone who knows, this is one of the later games released on the S.n.e.s. And it is hard to get, and it's not cheap. CX sell it boxed, which is what I class this condition as, for £130, and I've just paid 25 quid for it all day, every day. It's got the poly in the bottom. Official S.n.e.s dust sleeve. The cart's in immaculate condition. All Palais, by the way. And that manual is crisp. Few creases on the back. The front's crisp. Artwork's brilliant. I love the cartoon. So the fact that I got this for 25 quid, I was flying around that car boot. Now, some people might think that's expensive for a game at the boot sale. Not me. This made my day already. If I didn't pick fuck all else up, I'd have been happy, you know what I mean? So at that, I went back to the overall, and it was pondering on me. What could I get the other games that I wanted for off this geezer? As long as I kept Castlevania out of the equation, I don't think he thought any of the other games worth anything. So I've added 3 more. I bought 3 more games. I've added 2 to my collection basically for free because the third one is for resale, and what I paid is what that cart goes for. So first one is a game I hadn't heard of until it was on the Tuber High School Challenge a few years ago. In fact, it might have been one of the few ones I tried to enter. I'm not too sure whether I did or not. So anyway, that's Trog. Cart's not amazing condition. They always look better when you put them in these boxes. You know, there's a tiny bit of curl on that top of that case. Front looks fine. In fact, I'd probably say the manual is the best out of the 3 that I bought, that I had that had manuals. Again, pretty crisp. Just put it back in. It's going to be a long video. You know what? In the words of the great John Sitton, former Leyton Orient manager, bring your fucking dinner, because I think you'll need it. So I am packing these all away, because these are all going straight into my collection no sooner this video is finished. Does anyone actually call this video? Whoa, I'm not focused at all. Video. What would you refer to this? I still call it video, even though it's not on VHS. The next game is on CEX for 28 quid box, but they've not got any. They've not got mint, they've not got box, they've not got loose cart. And that is The Adventure Island Part 2 2. I don't know why it says 2 twice. It was from Toys R Us originally. Hudson Soft game. This is probably not the greatest condition, but when there's not available on CEX, I thought, you know what, I need to get this game while I got the chance. So there's a card. Labels started to peel a bit on the top, and the manual is the worst of the 3. But that's a £28 game. Trog's a £15 game. So what would that be so far? That would be 15, 28, 43 by my maths. I might be wrong. So I picked up 1 loose cart. Now the geezer, because it was loose cart, I thought he thinks it's worth jack shit, which is probably worth as much as Simon's Quest box, which is mad enough. So I'll be reselling this game. So basically them 2 games will be free, because he wanted 50 quid for the 3 games, and I said I'll give you 40, and that's what I can get for this. As I say, they are all PAL versions, but this is French, and mine's French as well. So can anyone tell me, are all the Metroids French, the European ones? Because mine works, obviously, so I'll be reselling that probably at Donny or at Revival if anyone's interested. So far we've picked up some old Atari, some S.n.e.s. That would be as fucking good as I'd do at any booter, and I'd be well happy. But we don't stop there. We've got loads more yet. The next one shows the pure luck and chance of the boot sale. So I bought this for myself. I paid £1. It's Charles Play free on VHS. It's one of the big boxes, but I don't think it's ex-rental. In fact, the label is fucking cheap as chips. But anyway, I did this. I took it out the fucking box looking out. When you buy VHS, if you don't know, you need to look to see whether it's mouldy or not around the tape, because tape's mould. And I couldn't get it back in the box. I was fucking about with it. It was bordering on being embarrassing. But it was a good job I did, because I see this guy come out with a fake Gucci bag, Hoochie, whatever you want to fucking call it. And I looked in it. And I just went to him and went, how much for the Nintendo system, mate? He goes, oh, I don't know, it's my mate. And at that, this woman picked up the bag, and I was like, well, I've just asked about that, what are you doing? And she was Eastern European, and she just picked it up and went, you want this? And I went, yeah, please. So I'm now holding this system. She wanted to buy the bag, so the geezer got 2 sales out of 1 there. Well, his mate turned up, and he told me, he goes, I want 30 quid free. I said, I'll pay 20. He said, meet me in the middle, 25. And I said, you know what? Yeah, I'll do it. So, it's a S.n.e.s. It's not yellow at all. It has had a good clean, because it was a bit grotty. It's got Mario All-Stars and Mario World combined cart, which I need, so that's going in my collection. It's got a controller, which was fucking dirt, but I've cleaned it. Official power supply with a fitted plug. Can someone tell me, is that Nintendo standard? Because I'm pretty sure my S.n.e.s and NES power supplies are the old white fit yourself plugs, but this one's This one's a fitted plug, so I might swap that one out actually and sell one of my screw-on ones. But for 25 quid, it powers on. I've yet to hook it up. I thought, you know what, I'll take it because I can resell it. You know, Al might need a second one. You might need 2 Super Nintendos, Al, if you want to buy this one. So again, I'm picking up stuff for my collection. I'm picking up stuff to stock up my store. This is why I do it, because you know I've been allowed to spend quite a substantial amount of money to add stuff to my collection and stock, so I can keep doing this, so I can keep funding the collection for free, basically. So we've picked up Atari, we've picked up S.n.e.s, we've picked up a S.n.e.s system, nice and clean. You'd think we'd be done there, but we're not. The next lot I picked up were all off the same guy, and basically he said, I said, how much are the games? Because all them all priced individually. He said, but you have a few, I'll do a deal. So I was a bit dubious of what kind of deal I'd get, but I've done alright. First one's just a resale. That's Super Hang-On. 3 quid on that. I might make a couple profit. This one is for my own collection. I've got this loose cart. Mega Game 6. You got a tenner on this, so we're up to 13 quid. I've already put the manual in the baggie, so we're on 13 quid. I thought I ain't got this one, but I have. It's Pac Mania. He wanted a £5 on that, so I'll be reselling that. All baggied up. So we're on 18 quid. Next one I didn't need, but it was complete with manual, so I've had it to resell. So it makes us 23 quid because he wanted a £5 on Space Harrier 2. Again, I've bagged it up. It all looks so much better with these bag covers that Stu recommended. Another Mega Drive game. This one is for my collection. Unfortunately, no manual. So what did I say we're on? We're on 23 quid so far. He wanted a £5 on Centurion, Defender of Rome. So that's 28 quid by my maths. He wanted 3 quid on this one, which is a GameCube game that I wanted for my own collection. Rebel Strike, Rogue Squadron 3. So that takes us up to 31. Box complete. I need to put that in a baggie. This is 8 quid at CX, so that's a saving already. And then he took some Game Boy Color games with me in this one game. I didn't want the Game Boy Color games. I was like fucking Mary Kate and actually fucking go fucking riding on the horse bollocks. But I did want this because I haven't got it, and it's in lovely condition. And that's Die Hard Trilogy 2. Again, complete with manual, disc, overlay, underlay. Fucking what am I on about? So what do you reckon he had on that? Probably a £5. He's got no price on it. So that would make, we'll call it 35 quid. It's actually 36 if I do the match, but we call it 35. He said, do you want them all for 20 quid? I was like, yep, done deal. So, Atari, NES, S.n.e.s system, Mega Drive games, GameCube game, PS1 game. You'd think I'd be done there, but we're just getting started. So, the next thing I picked up, this was in 2 separate lots, so I'll just tell you how much I paid for them all together. So there was a lot of 22 quid and a lot of 13 quid, so that's 35 quid. Some are just upgrades for myself, including this one, which I've already took the manual out and put in my collection, which is Micro Machines 96 Turbo Tournament. Used to belong to a lady called Helen Stone. I'm stacking stuff, hoping it don't fall. This one I do need, which is Micro Machines Turbo Tournament 2. I've already bagged it up with a manual, similar condition manual to the one I've put in the one, and it's got a complete book of those invite things for the tournaments. I believe these go for £8 each, so that's 16 quid so far with them 2 games. This one, I wasn't sure if I had it or not. I knew I got it on the Master System, but it's a different game, and it's Asterix and the Great Rescue. Again, I only picked up the game because he got a lot more, but a lot were missing manuals or weren't great condition, so I just picked up what I wanted, left someone else hoovered up all the rest. He must have paid a fortune. That's 12 quid, so that's what? We're on 28 already with 3 games. This one I thought might have been worth a bit more than what it is. It's worth 4 quid, so that takes up to 32. and that is Make and Show Demon Sword. Hang on, let me just fucking put my password in because it locks the screen every 15 or so minutes. In fact, 20 minutes. Complete. Probably go in my collection because I've looked at the back and it looks quite good. Discs mint. I'll put the thingy in a baggie, although it didn't fit the best. So what's that? What did I say? 28, 32 so far. And then we got these games. I haven't priced none of these, so I might have done. 2 are American Game Gear games, but they're nice games, and I've tried them. They work on my system, so I think it's region free. So first off, we've got X-Men. You can tell they're American by the purple border. And the second one is The Simpsons. Bartman meets Radioactive Man, I believe it is. Come on, focus, focus. Yes. Not price them. I think they vary because they're American, so you'd have to allow import. Some Game Boy games. Again, it's a Simpsons one. I know there is a Simpsons one on the Game Boy that's worth it. It's not this one, but I need it. And that's Bart escapes from Camp Deadly. See if I can get to focus. Focus. Oh, fuck off. Why do cameras do it sometimes and then not of it? Pisses me right off. This one, I've not seen this since I was a kid. When me and my mate both had a Game Boy, he had this game. And I've not seen it since then. I can't say I've been looking for it, but I've not seen it. And that is, let me open the case so there's no glare. Looney Tunes. Now that one's focused straight away. What a tosser. Looney Tunes. I can't even remember the game. You know when you just see the art on the front and remember it? I picked it up because of that. And the last one, the guy was going, this one's worth loads. I'm like, it's not worth loads, but it's worth a little bit. Label's slightly creased. I need to get the permanent marker off here. But it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Back from the Sewer. 12 quid on CEX. So even with the games that I know the total to, we come to 44 and chucking some games, and I've paid what? 35. Probably the best part of 50 quid's worth of games, 60 quid's maybe. So I'll pick them up. What I'll do is I'll leave my last game and pick it till last, because that's when I picked it up. So this little section, oh hang on, tell a lie. I picked up this for a quid. Thumbsticks are knackered on it, but springs are clean. Barcode's there. It's worth the £1 for the barcode. If those of you who trade into CX know, you can swap the barcodes around. You know, I can change the thumbsticks easy enough. I might have some knocking around and I can find a back. For £1, I can turn it into 12 quid. It's a fucking no-brainer. So the next lot are all non-gaming related. I've got a few of these on my stall that I was going to try and sell. And this had batteries in and it didn't shut the fuck up all the way home. But I've not seen this variant very often. You normally see the brown one, you see the black ones, the grey ones. This is a double green Furby. I bet you're scared the shit out of you there when I pulled out. And he kept sneezing. I think he got coronavirus because he kept fucking sneezing all the way back. Soon I got home, took the battery out of him. But 4 quid. Probably get 15 for him. Nice. These stay in better condition than, you know, them new ones, the rainbow ones. The batteries corroding them terrible. These are quite hardened. I picked up this little box of Subbuteo players, mainly because he got my dad's first name written on the front. I don't think that was my dad's, but there's a mixture. There's 2 Wolves teams in there that's got 9 players, so they're missing a player each. There's an Albion side in there, West Brom, my team, they're missing a player. There's a few Cov lads, as Stu would say. But the only team that's complete is Leicester City, obviously, plus a goalkeeper. Now, Stu asked me, are these the heavies or the lights? But they all feel the same weight to me. So they're either all the heavy versions or they're all the light. Let's see if I can get it to focus on him. Probably not. But yeah, I paid a £5 for a box of Subbuteo players. I've got a few sets myself at my loft, so I might be able to complete them and I'll sell the Subbuteo on. Picked up these off a guy who's regularly got loads of random stuff from the 70s, 80s, 90s. Varied prices and conditions, but he done me these 2. These are from 1995 and they're Bandai Gundam Wing models. There's 2 sets, both complete, not been built. So you got manual and all the stuff on the spools. I mean, and I'll show you what the price of one of these was new, because one's still got the price on. It was $45 back in 1995, so these will be on my stall at the toy event probably, because I won't ever build them, but you don't see stuff like that at the boot sale, especially that age and that condition. So again, just something else that I added. And the last non-gaming thing, well, it is kind of gaming, and it made me smile, because when I saw it, someone had one of these in my house. It was either me or my brother, and it's a pencil case which is very much designed on the old 8-bit micros. Still got the rubber that's obviously been used, but I just smiled and I said to the woman, I said, how much do you want for this? She goes, how much do you want to pay? I went, well, not a lot really, because it's just purely a nostalgia thing. She goes, 20p. I wasn't leaving it behind for 20p. I mean, you open it up, got little compartments. There's a hidden compartment underneath where the screen would be in theory. Let me just clip that back in. Built-in pencil sharpener. I should probably just keep it for screwdrivers and stuff like that, but it was just a nice little nostalgia trip, which a lot of this stuff is. So I decided to pick that up. So at that, I'm down to my last 20 quid and I'm on my way out. And there was a guy who was setting up his store who'd been having an argument with the guys on the store next to him for about 20 minutes. The staff had to come and sort it out. And I was eavesdropping a bit, just being a bit of a nosy bastard, which seems to be the theme of this fucking video. I'm not always like it. And I went past his store and he got 3 S.n.e.s on the table, 2 really yellowed ones, and 1 alright one. He wanted 20 quid each. One had got 2 pads and a power supply, the other one had just got 2 pads, and then the other one was just the system, but he wanted 20 quid each. And he got a pile of games. I said, well, how much are the games? He got 6 games. He goes, £5 each, and I've only got 20 quid. So I left him behind Super Tennis and Street Fighter 2 Turbo. And so I picked up 4 games, and he said to me, he said, which games you had? And I told him, and he goes, oh, I've got manuals for them too. So I got the manuals as well for £5 each. 3 games I'm reselling on, 1's for my own collection. So we've got Super Mario All-Stars with manual, Donkey Kong Country with manual, Super Mario World, and the one that's going in my own collection. Now this isn't even on CEX. If you search this up, you can find the copy for the Mega Drive, but not for the S.n.e.s, and that is Yogi Bear's Cartoon Caper. Now it is PAL, it is UK, obviously because of the fucking cart, you muppet. But yeah, it's not on CEX, so that'll be being kept and going in my collection. So I'd probably say it's 50-50 with what I've picked up today to go in my collection and to resell. Which, you know, I've not got a massive collection. I'm quite modest and humble about it, you know. There's people with a lot bigger collection than me, but it is harder and harder to find stuff to add. So a 50-50 ratio, I'll take that all day, every day. So I did have one more pickup from CEX, which, as you know, I picked up 2 games from install, which were £11.50 and I had £11.50 left. So I ordered a £10 game with £1.50 postage. No manual, unfortunately, but it is in nice condition. That's Strider 2. I've not played. Look here, can you read that? No, so I don't know what I'm fucking showing you. I've not played Strider 2. I need to get that sticker off the cart, because that'll piss me off. But I have played Strider 1 along on the manual, and I just thought, you know what, 10 quid. I'll add it. It'll go in the collection, sit on the shelf for the rest. And Liam, me and Liam went out yesterday afternoon, midday, after midday, about 2 o'clock. Because I'd arranged a pickup from someone which I thought was in Warsaw, and he'd got a pickup from someone off Spock that was in Willenhall, and he said, well, he'd got a new car, a new to him car, you know, not a brand new car, but he got a new to him car. He goes, we'll go for a drive out, we'll pick up our pickups. So we went to mine first, and then when I put the postcode in for his, it was less than a mile away. They were both classes with it all. So I paid £35 for the Sega Mega Drive Mini. I've had a little go on it. I do want to get the Japanese one, so I need to speak to Basabi James, see if he can get me one imported, because I'm not keen on them controllers anyway. I mean, I play on my actual Mega Drive, which I have been doing with my 6-button one, and I do prefer the 6 buttons. And as some of you saw, I did a gameplay on Golden Axe. I played it on this with that controller, and I was awful. So whether there's controller lag or I was just having a shit game, but I played with the same character and everything. But 35 quid, it's mint. So now I've got all the minis so far. I've got the S.n.e.s, the NES, PlayStation, Mega Drive, and hopefully the PC Engine will be with us soon. So I'd like to do a live opening of that. So 35 quid, it's cheap. And then Liam went to pick up his stuff and we came back. So that's everything. It's been a massive weekend of pickups. I won't lie, I've been buzzing today. I had a few hours sleep this afternoon, but I'm glad I did what I did. I'm glad I saw it through. I'm glad I went to the booter. And it does piss me off a bit. You know, when you read on Facebook where everyone goes, there's nothing at the boot sales no more, and all the rats get them because they go early in the morning. I'm not a rat, I'm a collector. I'm mainly going to collect, but I'm not going to be an idiot and leave something there that I can sell for money to then add to my collection like I do anyway. You know what I mean? What I'll say to these people who moan, nothing's stopping you getting out of bed and going. I get up every day for work 6 o'clock and then I do it on my days off because I love the thrill of the hunt. I love to find stuff. You know, don't get me wrong, I like going to game events, I like going to gaming shops and stuff. But, you know, I love turning up at the boot sale and finding something like that. That's what keeps me going, why I get up and go. And it only happens once every year, every 2 years. But these people who just slag it off, saying there's nothing there, don't turn up at 10 o'clock because there isn't nothing there. You need to put the effort in. I go week in, week out, grinding the beat every week. And some weeks it can be a waste of my time and I get fuck all other than wet feet. But, you know, I do get rewards for it. And, you know, I will say, I do enjoy that, like, some of my, like, that Bucky O'Hare now, I'll never replace that because that's got the story behind it, how I got that. And a lot of this stuff has come from boot sales or pickups, and it's all got that little bit of a story behind it rather than, yeah, I went to here and I picked that up. You know, I went somewhere where they provided games, which is great, and I do enjoy doing that. But I love just finding something in a field or in someone's table on a Saturday and Sunday morning. That is what booting is all about for me. So because this is an impromptu video, I've not had any chance at all to work out who I'm doing my shout out to, other than this one fucker, so I'm only doing one. And I'm not going to hold it against him that he unsubbed me as well. RazTendo. In all seriousness, he did tell me, he messaged me last night, he said, oh, I've resubbed to you, he said, because I went through a purge about 7-8 months ago, he goes, and I thought your channel was deactivated because you hadn't done no videos, which is true. That time this games room was a mess, there was nothing in here really. I was having my house rewired and I weren't in nowhere near any condition doing a video. But I'm back now, and so is Raz. So please, RazTendo, beautiful Switch collection. He collects really nice new stuff. He collects for the NES. I've noticed picked up Super Mario 3, lovely condition. He's got a limited edition Zelda Gold Card. Go and check out his last 3 videos. I don't want to spoil his pickups. And check out his mate's games room because I reckon it's on cleanliness levels of Dad and Lads Gaming. So that's Raz at RazTendo. Please go and check him out. He's a nice guy. Me and him used to have banter all the while in the comments and on people's streams. And we had the same banter when he came over to Arcade Club. And I look forward to him coming over again whenever he does. Because he's such a genuine and nice guy. And that's Raz at RazTendo. His link will have been here at some point. So that's it. That's everything. I've been playing a lot of games. I must admit, now I'm on top of everything. I mean, everyone, I don't want you to think I'm just churning out videos because I'm YouTuber of the month. It's purely because I bought this MacBook Pro at Christmas. It's made me enjoy doing videos. The games room's tidy so I can put everything out. It's not at the moment, it's full of fucking games I've just shown you lot, but it will be in about 10 minutes. Editing's become easier. Just being able to do videos, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying being in the games room, whereas I was in a period where I hated it because I got a pile of stuff up here, of stuff I needed to sort, and I'd go on top of it, whereas I'm staying on top of my pickups, staying up on sharing stuff with you. So I'll carry on doing this as long as I keep finding stuff and people keep watching and enjoying it. But it is for no other reason than it's become a lot less of a chore to do this channel, and I do enjoy it, and I do enjoy all the interaction from everyone. Is there anything else? There was something else I wanted to say, but I forgot what it is, so it didn't fucking matter. So yeah, we got Roland Rat in the games cupboard now. How's it going, Rat fans? I've picked that up ages ago and I've literally only just bought him in here. So, yeah, that's everything. I might be back next week, depending on how good the booters are. I do want to turn out some other videos. Obviously, I've done a little bit of gameplay. I want to do the tours of the shops and other things, you know. Whatever tickles my fancy. I might get involved in some VRs. But I can literally do a video now in a couple of hours. It doesn't take me forever to do. And hello to all the new subscribers, because I have noticed the channel's been growing. It started growing before I got nominated and it's continually followed on, and obviously I've had some more with Stu mentioning me, which is massively appreciated. You know, you can never shout out channels often enough and mention each other, because it is a great community we've got here. So before I become even more soppier, I'm off. Like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, I don't give a shit. See you on the next one, YouTube. Take it easy.